Hi, I'm Greg, and welcome to my gregarious world. If you want to join us on our 51-day adventure in the South Pacific, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell. Urana! It was a stunning morning as the Zaandam glided into the bustling port of Papeete, the capital of French Polynesia. The ship docked right at the heart of the city, at the Quai d'Honneur, surrounded by a mix of cargo vessels and ferries heading to the nearby island of Moorea. Today was particularly nice because we were able to step directly onto the dock instead of relying on tender boats to reach the shore. With an overnight stay in Tahiti, we had the luxury of 2 full days to immerse ourselves in the island's beauty and culture. As we stepped off the ship, we were greeted by women dressed in traditional Polynesian attire, offering us fragrant tiare Tahiti flowers, also known as Tahitian gardenias. Their warm welcome was complemented by a lively band playing nearby. The atmosphere was filled with joy, reflecting the friendly spirit of the local people. Okay, we just left the ship. When you come off the pier, you want to turn left. It'll take you this way towards the market. While we noticed numerous taxi tours and tour operators at the port, we opted for a different adventure and instead made our way to Papeete's famous market. This vibrant 2-story building, located right in the heart of town, is a treasure trove of local culture, offering everything from handcrafted souvenirs and island attire to fresh seafood, fruits, and beautiful flowers. Since it was Saturday, the market was set to close early, at 1 p.m., so we hurried over to ensure we had enough time to explore and shop before it shut its doors for the day. Our main objective today was to purchase some Tahitian black pearls. On board the ship, Kainoa, our Polynesian cultural ambassador, shared valuable insights on how to assess pearls by looking at their size, shape, color, and luster, and we were anxious to try out our new skills. Karen's sister recently returned from Papeete and suggested we explore some pearl shops, where we could personally select pearls sold from small buckets. Intrigued by the idea, we set out to find a shop that offered this unique way of buying pearls. We came across the Mihiari Pearl Store, where we found a variety of buckets behind the counter, each filled with pearls and neatly organized by price. The selection was impressive, with some pearls priced as low as $1, while others reached into the thousands. After some thought, we decided to explore the $75 bucket. The salesman poured the contents of the bucket onto a towel laid out on the counter for us. We sifted through the pearls, but unfortunately, nothing really stood out to us. Undeterred, we moved on to the $125 bucket, hoping to find something that would catch our eye. We picked out a few pearls that we liked from the second bucket, but still, we were on the hunt for 2 perfect ones. Despite our efforts, we hadn't quite found what we were looking for yet. Finally, our patience paid off when we discovered 2 stunning 14mm pearls in the $150 tub. Karen chose them as special gifts for our daughters, and once we returned home, we had a jeweler make them into beautiful Tahitian black pearl necklaces. Before leaving, we decided to grab a few more pearls in the $100 price range. We really could have spent all day sifting through the buckets of pearls, but this store closed at 11:30 a.m. on Saturdays, and we just didn't have the time. While we were checking out, the cashier mentioned another nearby store owned by Mihiari, suggesting we might find some nice pearls there. Just a short stroll from the market, we found the other Mihiari pearl shop and quickly stepped inside before the 11:30 a.m. closing time. Fortunately, we were able to select a few more lovely pearls there as well. Afterward, we returned to the market, where Karen browsed the flower stalls. She selected a stunning Haiti flower crown and a lovely lei for our friend Doris. As the market was winding down, we made our way back to the ship. We carefully stored the pearls in the safe for our journey home before setting out to explore Papeete on foot. Our first destination was the Notre Dame Catholic Cathedral, which was built in 1875. We were excited to explore the inside, but unfortunately, the doors were locked. So instead, we decided to cross the street and relax with some drinks at a nearby restaurant. So here we are at Oasis Uvaima in Papeete, and we're having a picture of Nano, the beer of Tahiti. Very tasty, kind of like a lager, a little bit bitter, so maybe almost an ale, but I think it's definitely a lager. After enjoying a pitcher of beer, we walked to the Robert Wan Pearl Store and Museum, one of the few places in Papeete that was open on a Saturday afternoon. Inside, we admired the stunning and pricey pearl jewelry in the studio. The walls were decorated with photos of famous clients who have worn Robert Wan's creations. The store also features a self-guided museum that shows 2 videos about the history of pearl cultivation in French Polynesia, along with various exhibits, all for free. The air-conditioned space was a nice break, and we even spotted a group of crew members from the Korean Navy ship that was docked near the Zandam, using the free Wi-Fi and relaxing on the sofas in the studio. Karen and I ended up purchasing a small single pearl, the least expensive item in the shop, and we left feeling thrilled to have a piece from the renowned Robert Wan studio. There were no high-pressure sales. In fact, the salesperson seemed surprised that we made a purchase. As dark clouds gathered overhead, we decided it was wise to head back to the port before the rain hit. On our return to the ship, we walked by a building that housed the ferry terminal. The cost for a round-trip ticket to Moorea was a little over $25 US. So some of our fellow cruisers decided they would take a trip to Moorea for the day rather than spend the day here in Papeete. So from the cruise ship, they're going to send you out along the water walkway, turn right, come back through this park, and you can see the ferry terminal is right here. And this is where you would go to catch a ferry to Moorea. Once on board the Zandam, we got ready for dinner, excited for tonight's gala dinner in the main dining room. Karen donned her new hei, and we made sure to bring Doris her lei. For appetizers, Karen opted for the ricotta fritters with spinach and tomato sauce, while I went for the halloumi tapenade. For our main courses, Karen chose the beef tenderloin with beer-battered shrimps, and I selected the miniature porchetta. We finished off with dessert, where Karen picked the mango mousse filet, and I chose the Italian chocolate cake. After dinner, we had some free time before the 9 p.m. show, so we decided to take a stroll on Deck 3. The sunset was stunning, and we enjoyed watching the ferries come and go from Moorea. It was a perfect way to unwind and soak in the scenery. While in port, Karen and I love to check out yachts nearby. Tonight we spotted La Dacha, a luxury expedition yacht that mainly sails around Australia and the South Pacific. With a rental price of about $630,000 a week and accommodations for up to 12 guests, we often find ourselves wondering who the lucky passengers might be. The evening's entertainment was a lively performance by Manahau, a local group that showcased the rich traditions of Tahitian culture through dance and song. Their Their colorful costumes and traditional dances brought the spirit of Tahiti to life. The performers not only displayed their incredible talent, but also shared stories and customs that are deeply rooted in their heritage. This show is a must-see, but be sure to arrive early for good seats. We hadn't made any plans for our second day in Papeete, so we hope to figure that out tomorrow. With it being Sunday, we weren't sure what to expect. As we disembarked from the ship, we spotted Lydia from Tours of Tahiti by Lydia, the only tour operator at the port. She was waiting for 2 passengers and had just 2 spots available, so we eagerly seized the opportunity to join her tour. Before picking up her remaining 2 guests from the Intercontinental Resort, Lydia took us on a brief tour of Papeete. We made a quick stop at the Notre Dame Catholic Cathedral, and since it was Sunday, the doors were open for Mass. The service took place in French, and the cathedral's beauty was highlighted by its simple combination of Polynesian and European styles. The cathedral is located at PK0, the starting point for measuring distances across the island. Along the roadside, white and red milestones mark how far you are from this central point, making it a unique landmark in Papeete. As Lydia drove us through Papeete, she pointed out the numerous murals that adorn the city. Since the Tahiti International Graffiti Festival started in 2014, Papeete has transformed into a huge outdoor art gallery, with amazing street art visible everywhere you look. Lydia took us to St. Francis Xavier Catholic Church in Paea, just outside of Papeete. Although we arrived after the church had closed for the day, we enjoyed walking around the beautiful gardens and grounds. Our next destination was Mara'a Grotto, the largest aquatic cave system in Tahiti. Legend suggests that the renowned artist Paul Gauguin once swam here, and that Captain Cook may have drawn fresh water from this very location. Whether these stories hold any truth or not, they certainly enhance the allure and mystique of the grotto. Surrounded by stunning natural beauty, there are 3 caves that feature lush ferns and colorful gardens brimming with flowers and trees. These natural lava caves stretch deep into the earth. There are well-maintained paths that make it easy to explore and enjoy the surroundings. And there was a waterfall. The ambiance within the grotto is remarkably tranquil and soothing. Roosters wander freely, and the lush gardens are alive with color. It's an ideal spot to soak in the breathtaking natural scenery. Papara Surf Beach, also referred to as Taharu Beach, was our next stop. This stunning black sand beach is renowned for its impressive waves, making it a popular spot for surfers. Lydia took a moment to share some insights into the history of surfing in Tahiti, enriching our experience with fascinating details about the sport's cultural significance in the region. After enjoying the sight of surfers skillfully navigating the waves, we prepared to move on to our next destination, Waipahi Water Gardens. Waipahi Water Garden is a beautiful park and botanical garden that features over 75 different types of plants. This place is not just a garden, it holds special significance for the Tahitian people, who believe that the waters here can purify the soul. One of the highlights of the garden is the Waipahi Waterfall, which is also tied to ancient beliefs. Visitors often say they can feel the powerful spirit of the waters when they stand near the waterfall, making it a truly magical spot. During our visit to Huahine, Karen and I had the opportunity to see the sacred blue-eyed eels. Today, Lydia pointed out some eels swimming in a pond and shared some fascinating facts about them.
Eels have have the opposite life cycle for salmon. So they go out into the ocean to breed, and the females return. That's how I know it's a she. Where the guys are, I've no idea. Probably having a beer.
We observed a group of dancers rehearsing for an upcoming performance, while drummers played in the background. We jumped back into the van, ready to head to our next stop. After a brief drive, we parked along the main road and strolled about 40 meters to reach the Waihi Waterfall. This beautiful spot is privately owned by a local family and was once concealed by dense foliage. Thanks to the tourist office, the area has been cleared and replanted with flowers, shrubs, and fruit trees, transforming it into a lovely shaded garden. Known as the Twin Waterfalls, Waihi stands 10 meters tall and cascades into a large pool below, showcasing two distinct falls. Lydia encouraged our group to venture down to the bottom pool, and I volunteered to be the first to go down. The steps were uneven, and the path was a bit slippery, but it wasn't too challenging. The stunning scenery made the effort worthwhile, perfect for capturing some memorable photos. Our next destination was Venus Point Beach, a location filled with fascinating history, where both Captain Cook and William Bligh once dropped anchor in Matavai Bay. The highlight of this area is the lighthouse at Point Venus, which holds the title of the first lighthouse in the South Pacific, and the only one in Tahiti. Built in 1867, it stands 25 meters tall and features 8 floors. The lighthouse and the surrounding area is said to have inspired Robert Louis Stevenson while he was writing Treasure Island. Interestingly, his father was the engineer who designed the lighthouse, and Stevenson himself spent time here at the age of 16, working in his father's office during the summer of 1866. In addition to the lighthouse, there are several monuments that commemorate significant historical events. One honors Captain Cook's visit in 1769, when he came to observe the transit of Venus and set up an observatory, hence the name Venus Point. Another memorial marks the arrival of the HMS Bounty in 1788, when Captain Bligh landed to gather breadfruit plants to feed the slaves working on Caribbean plantations. After the famous mutiny, some crew members settled here, while others went to Pitcairn Island. There is also a monument dedicated to English missionaries who arrived at Venus Point in 1797, making this beach a place rich in both natural beauty and historical importance. Visitors can walk along a scenic path that showcases breathtaking views of the ocean and the distinctive black sand beach. Karen and I enjoyed people watching as local Tahitians enjoyed their Sunday.
Ukuleles and things. Yeah. This is new style, but very traditional.
Our final destination before returning to the port was Tahara'a Lookout. This spot provides amazing panoramic views of Matavai Bay, where the first European settlers arrived. From there, we could also catch a glimpse of the nearby island of Moorea. The Zandam had a minor delay in leaving Papeete today, so we'll need to speed up our journey to ensure we arrive on time at our next destination in French Polynesia, the atoll of Fakarava. See you next time. Cheers! Please be sure to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell to keep up with our latest episodes. Don't miss the next episode, when we'll arrive in Fakarava in French Polynesia. We'll visit the local Catholic church, go souvenir shopping, explore the local village, and more.